Inside this video, you're going to watch a live sales call of a client that we closed in my AI agency just a couple weeks back for $15,000 upfront.
Can it be less than that?
Pardon?
Can it be less? Because
You want less patient?
well, I mean, we wasted tons of money. I want to say between $90,000 and $100,000 on these machines, and 3 out of 4 paychecks have had to come from my savings.
If you're on this call, you probably haven't found what you were looking for. Would that be safe to assume?
I'm sold even at $2,000 a month.
How are you charging so much for your service? How are you doing this? This is why. All right, and this live call is literally everything A to Z, from the discovery, figuring out the pain points of this prospect, to showing our product and our service of what we do in our AI agency, all the way to handling objections and actually closing this client live on call. There's gonna be a lot of value I'm gonna show throughout this video, so I really hope you guys enjoy. And with that being said, let's jump into it, and I'll see you guys at the end.
Awesome. I'd love to hear it.
We're doing all the preparations for freezing. Are you guys getting freezing over there or no?
No, man, we're in Austin.
Oh, okay. Well, you're getting some of it.
Well, not that crazy, just a bit, man.
Okay.
I see you spoke to Ethan about getting some patients for your stem cell clinic. That's what you're on this call for, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about your situation. What specifically kind of prompted you to get on a call and look for some outside help?
Well, we opened the clinic a few years ago, and really nothing's happened. I mean, the only thing, we have a supervising physician and the nurse practitioner. I'm a chiropractor. We have like a hallway in the clinic where we said, okay, this was where we're going to have a medical side, and then got a separate EIN. And so that nurse, we had her 2 days a week, because when we saw that stem cells, a few years ago, they said no more stem cells. Okay, well, fine, and let's do something else. We tried diabetes because it seemed like it was a good thing, but it turns out it's not a good thing. It's very time consuming and reimburses very little. So we wasted tons of money. I want to say between $90,000 and $100,000 on these machines and training. And anyway, so that was a fiasco. And our clinic is most months it's negative, because we pay the nurse. Like this past 2 weeks, finally we had enough. Just
negative,
PRP and trigger point.
Okay, so what Jacob is probably going to do, and he kind of is going to do, and he just kind of did, is he's going to dig into the pain point, right? We just heard this guy has been unprofitable for 3 straight years, and he's been wasting $90,000 to $100,000 on equipment. Jacob needs to open this pain up and then figure that out. And almost like in the pitch, he needs to present Band-Aids to whatever this prospect is, like feeling like what was the issue, right? And then we need to present some sort of solution. So I assume, that's kind of going to be along the lines of what happens.
All this build out, well, it's really only one room really, but still have an idea that I'll be able to get some marketing or something to make it positive cash flow.
Did you guys invest in something have you guys invested in anything in the past in terms of marketing?
We tried one dude who had worked with a bigger company, and we tried 2 people. One person, there's the person who even got us involved with the diabetes relief, stopped paying him, and we got away from him. It was just a drain. And then and nothing was making money. The thing they promised us would make money did not. And
What did they actually do for you?
Honestly, the only thing that I can say that they really helped me with was when I was romancing the MD and the nurse, make it seem like we knew what we were talking about and that we have some kind of support, like a consultant. So a coach, so they would feel like, okay, yeah, I guess this is worth getting involved with. But
Right.
Outside of that, really, it was, leading us by the nose that the diabetes would help, or that we could try some other things.
You mind if I ask you something? It's a little more on the personal side. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, considering you guys have been negative for so long, I mean, how's this affecting you guys?
Yeah, no, I know that it's frustrating. Of course.
Really good question right there. So again, kind of how exactly I just said. He saw the pain point. We've identified what this guy has absolutely been dreading in his life the past few years. We need to understand, why is he unprofitable, and understand what is it going to do for him in his life, and how is it affecting other people, okay? Well, it's one thing to affect oneself, okay? But what I've seen in sales, and what I've seen especially in this whole selling as an AI agency, is prospects, they really care, especially men, care about their family as well. So maybe Jacob will go into that here. I don't know if he will, so we're going to find out. But really good question to go more to the personal side and kind of invoke that, I guess you could say, pain that's deep within him, that he even knows. He's being open about it. But we want to really kind of stretch that open and be obvious about it.
It's struggling also. I mean, Cairo is struggling in general. The insurance reimburses every year. It's like less and less, 3, 5, 6% less every year. And so now it's just like, they send you $20 if you do all this work, and then maybe a $25 copay from the patient. And,
How much is that like? How much that has that changed over the last few years? Like, let's say over the last like
it's a lot. You haven't heard that? You haven't heard
I
complaints
mean,
from Carson?
we're not too much in the Cairo space. We're more so on like the cash based.
Oh,
Okay,
it's bad. It's bad.
how's that?
And then to top it off, to cheapen everything, okay, literally, the joint is a chain you might have heard of,
Mhm.
and they charge like $29 an adjustment, and so they spend 1 minute, 30 seconds, a minute, maybe 2 minutes with each patient. And so
Where
it's
does that
like
leave you guys?
I'm on Instagram now, and so that's probably how I found out about you. And
I
so
mean, so what changed
with
recently?
Instagram is like once you answer one, then more and more and more come. So there's
Yeah.
like 10 companies that or more. I don't know, 20. There's tons of them that I've got right here. Look, 7-figure doc, social adjustment, linked, which I heard was a ripoff, complete ripoff. Cairo rehab,
How many of
pro
those guys have you spoken to so far?
icon.
Great question right there. So a big reason they bring that up is because then they have another conversation with this other competitor next Tuesday or next Monday. So they won't make a decision today. And Jacob he needs to, if he identifies this as an objection, he identifies that that's an issue because this guy's been writing down all these companies and he's going to go speak to all of them. He knows he is not going to get the close on today's call, and this call you're watching right here. So he needs to put those fires out and just kill those other companies while we have them. So we'll see how he kind of handles this.
A plus marketing, all of them.
All of them?
A plus marketing.
Well, if you're on this call, you probably haven't found what you were looking for. Would that be safe to assume?
Right. Well, you're the closest, I'm thinking, though. Now, the only other one that was conversationally, what is this one? Conversionally focused. There's a bunch of them, but the only other one that I was quite interested in was a lady in McAllen and her husband, I guess. They have a stem cell clinic, and it's a whole turnkey thing.
All right.
But
Why
and
didn't
you
you go with
pay
them
them a
right away?
chunk of money, and they send you scripts and this and that. But then after I talked to them, it turns out that but the ad spend, of course, is separate, and the marketing for the ad spend is separate. And so I'm like, I'm less interested now.
The way I kind of like to frame it is like it's the easiest way to understand. If you were to put somebody on a track and field, right, like a 400 meter circuit, quarter mile, and then you tell them to run, they're probably going to run pretty quick. But if you
Mm.
put them on an Olympic racetrack and you put a gold medal in front of them, they know what the goal is and they're going to run even faster. Same way,
Yeah,
if you put a lion behind them, they're probably going to unlock some adrenaline mode and run even faster than that, right?
even more. Yeah.
For you specifically, when it comes to like a tangible number, because marketing comes down to statistics and numbers, what is
Uh-huh.
that tangible number where it's like the gold medal? If I reach that, we're in the profit. I'm happy, and I know I'm stable.
I guess anything around 50,000 would be, I think, something that I can imagine. That would really be worthwhile. And
Is that
yeah.
is that like the humble goal, or is that like the ultimate goal?
Great
It
question.
could be, let me put it this way, the combination goal. Because if weight loss does it or stem cells does it, I think stem cells is a higher paying, is it
Yeah,
not? But
for sure it is. Right?
semaglutide is ongoing, whereas people,
Yeah.
once they have their stem cell shot, they're gonna out the door and they won't call you for another year or two.
I mean, not necessarily, because with a lot of the people that we work with, they'll
Uh-huh.
sell people on one or two shots like right up front, and then they'll sell them for every 6 months to come in for another one, just to keep
Right.
everything going, right? So stem
Yeah.
cells necessarily, it's not like you make money once and then they just leave. When you have the right systems and marketing in place, you retain those clients for multiple years on end. So
Okay.
yeah, so for you, it's that goal of 50,000, right? Like, what's different at 50,000 as opposed to it is now?
That all of this bleeding we've done up till now, all these years and missteps, I don't even know what to do with those diabetes. They're pumps. They're like anesthesia pumps. They're expensive
Yeah.
as hell, and I got 8 of them. And
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with those. But anyway, and the
It
license
just
for
sounds
them.
to me like you have so much debt that you've built up over the years that it's just like kind of like this flywheel and hamster wheel of just like
Yeah,
recoup.
exactly. So if we can recoup that, and we have like a parking lot across the street.
Mhm.
It's a shitty neighborhood, so it's not like it's worth that much. But that parking lot I used to charge so that it's an expense for the clinic. I like the fact you guys have number one, you have a guarantee,
Mhm.
and I'm trying to remember what specifically on the stem cells, 150 in 3 months,
Mhm.
or you work for free and pay the ad spend. Is that
Right.
correct? That's what you're
Only
gonna say.
condition
Oh,
that you have to update the notes on the CRM so we know that you're actively seeing the people that we send in. That's it.
uh-huh,
That's the only stipulation that's in there. You just have to actively update the notes in the CRM, which lets us
uh-huh.
know that you guys are doing all the work on your end. That's it.
Okay. Gotcha.
So do you have a pen and paper ready just so I can kind of show you what
Yes,
this?
I do right now.
Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna pull up this page really.
Throughout the sales call, you could see when someone's trying to give objections even before they give them at the end, right? We heard the competitors. We heard price is a thing for him. We heard he's in massive debt. We want to build pain. We want to handle objections. And we want to present a solution, which is what he's about to do here. And pretty much give him, like, we are a band-aid to all of his problems. So all the pain points and the problems he just gave, all the reasons for that happening, we want to present a solution that then makes it feel like, this is what I've needed all along. And obviously, we're going to kind of go into this here. So I'll let Jacob do his thing.
Just give me a moment here. Just let me know once you're able to see this. I'm going to share my screen. So there's three main pillars. I want you to write it down on the top of the sheet. So for the full 90 days, excluding the onboarding itself is free. The full 90 days, it's going to be 15,000.
Oh shit! I thought it was 8,500.
Well, that's if you wanted just ads, right? Not the entire system. Some people have a sales system in place, but for you guys, you don't have a sales system in place or anything like that. So this is going to help you guys actually
So price set up front. The reason Jacob does this and the reason this is important is kind of depends on your closing style. And I'm going to go into this because I know you guys want to watch this. But when you say the price up front, you heard the reaction. Oh shit. That's the first thing he said. Okay, I thought it was way cheaper. But when you get that out of the way, that essentially, like, people go through an entire sales presentation and turn off their brain as you go through all your things because you know there's going to be a big fat price sticker at the end. When you clear it at the start, they adjust to it. They're like, okay, I know it. Now let me see what's going to be justified at that price point. We'll kind of go into it and see what happens.
those clients rather than just getting a bunch of leads and tire kickers.
So for scripts and everything, is that what you're talking
So
about?
we're doing everything for you. This isn't like a cookie cutter process. The way I want you to write this down is, so write down pillar 1 is going to be lead generation, pillar 2 appointment setting, and pillar 3 sales.
Okay.
Got those written down?
Let's see. Lead generation was 2?
No, lead generation is 1.
Was one,
Appointment
that makes
setting.
sense.
Appointment setting is number 2, and then
Uh-huh.
3 is sales.
And what is sales?
Pillar 3 is sales.
Pillar 3 is sales. Okay, so if I only did the 8,500, what does that include?
That'll just get you the advertisements for the 3 months. But the advertisements you can get from anybody. I'll tell you that right now. Advertisements are the least important part of the process. And when I show you this, you'll kind of understand why. So we're going to be targeting more so inwards and bringing people to you rather than just targeting a super local area, especially because within a super small vicinity, you're not going to get that many people. Does that make sense so far?
Mm-hmm.
And then pillar 2,
So the reason, real quick, and the reason we have it pillared up, and the reason we have it from lead generation to appointment setting to sales, which is what I talk about on my YouTube channel and almost every video, which is the key 3 pillars, is you want to at the end of it go, does this make sense? Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Because if you just go through your entire presentation, you don't give anyone a time to give their response or a question or anything, they're going to get to the end, forget all their questions, and be confused. And if you know one thing about sales, a confused buyer doesn't buy. So it's super, super important we know that. But Jacob's doing a great job here so far.
the appointment setting. So what we do is we build out an educational style funnel. It's not a basic funnel. What it is it's going to be an educational video. We're going to have you record this, and what it's going to be is going to be a 20 to 25-minute video focusing on people's pains, problems, stuff they've tried in the past, showing them specifics about the mechanism of how exosomes or stem cells work. And then we're going to pre-educate them, qualify them, collect the deposits on those, and then book them in on your calendar for them to actually come and do the consultation and then the treatment. Does that make sense?
Collect the exam fee?
Correct. And that's usually around 149, 200, 250.
149 to 250, depending on
The exact service or which location they're coming for specifically. Like, is it a knee? Is it a shoulder? Is it an ankle? Stuff along those lines.
I got you. Okay, an ankle would be the cheapest, I guess.
Yeah.
Shoulder more expensive.
Mhm.
Okay,
Exactly.
well.
And then what we do is for all of these leads, we follow up with them, and then we also have a back-end AI bot. So for anybody who looks at these advertisements after hours, because there's a lot of older people who will wake up in pain and stuff along those lines, and they'll scroll through Facebook or Instagram and see these ads. That way they're going to have a lot of touch points and be pre-educated before somebody calls them up in the morning.
So real quick, if we notice, how are we differentiating ourselves here? Well, number one, most marketing agencies, especially sort of AI agencies out there, right? Specifically, this is why I do this in my agency. This is why you guys get to see this, and I hope this opens your horizon a little bit. We go so far to the point where we will send them a 20 to 25-minute VSL script that they will film. The doctor or the sometimes nurse practitioner or the clinic owner himself would go film inside their clinic with the script we give them. And then they send that video back. It's super messy. It's super uncut. We have our own internal editing team edit it that they're on payroll that I pay. And then we send it back to them, and it's on this funnel, and it's used as education. They're just doing marketing. Like Jacob said, marketing is the easy part. Everyone's been doing that since 2015. when you go the extra lengths, this is where you can charge more, and we position ourselves as the authority in this space. And obviously, this has worked extremely well.
So, and then there's pillar 3. So pillar 3 is the sales side. Now there's 2 options that you have here. There's option 1. So we send them into you with the deposits down, and then we teach you guys how to close more. So we get you through our sales training course, and we get you a dedicated sales coach, which will help you guys specifically close these higher ticket treatments. Or we can place a closer for you guys who's going to close those deals on 100% commission.
Again, this is what no agency is doing. This is why you guys ask me in the comments, like, Carson, how are you charging so much for your service? How are you doing this? This is why, okay? I take the work and I go the lengths that no one else is willing to go. Is it an operational kind of like nightmare at first? Yes, absolutely. But this is why I do it, because then I know over time I have a team that handles this, and I can be leveraged in this scenario.
Are there any questions that are coming up regarding the program that I can answer for you?
What, and just since we're on that subject, what is the commission fee?
10%.
10%?
Yeah, 10%. That's just standard.
Okay. Well, it's more than I expected.
In what sense?
The 15,000, and that's on top of the 8,500, or that includes? Is that?
No, that's total. That's total.
That's all low. Okay,
Yeah,
shit.
it's not plus. It's not plus the
That's right.
85.
Man, I was gonna say, okay, honey, whatever you find, then we'll go with that one. Okay.
Money were out of the equation, right? Like, would you go do this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in it now, but what about the ongoing costs?
After that, it's just $2,000 a month after the 90 days.
Can it be less than that?
Pardon?
Can it be less? Because
You want less patient?
well, I mean,
Well, what's kind of behind that?
You notice how we keep our price? Okay, price aside. Do you think you would do this? Well, can it be cheaper after the first 90 days? Do you want no patience? Like, we always want to position ourselves like we are the authority. And that, again, this is something agency owners, they go down on price super easily. They do all that. It shows weakness, okay? This right here shows we've been through this before. We know what we're doing. You just need to trust us.
I mean,
so for you specifically, right?
To spend even a little more on ad spend, but just on semaglutide, correct?
Yeah, that's possible, yeah. I mean, for like for you guys specifically, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, again, because you said if the money was out of the equation, you would do this, correct?
Well, there's headache involved. I mean, you know,
Like the system alone,
Uh-huh.
would you implement this system?
As far as like helping people, just for helping people, you mean? What are you talking about?
Like this system in terms of trying to acquire some patients for yourself. If I dropped 15 grand in your lap right now, so basically making it free, would this be something that you would find out would actually benefit you and get you to those $50,000 a month marks?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And with, you know,
Well, why specifically, like for you, do you think this could get you to those marks?
Great sales. You guys, if you guys are in sales, you guys know what this is. Oh, you think this would help, right? Yes, of course I do. Okay, why is that? And then they just tell you every single reason why you think you're great, which I'm assuming he's going to do right now.
oh, because you guys are you know what you're doing. You're experts.
Right.
And yeah, so you know how to make a nice ad with video in it. And I assume you would want, well, you have to have video of the clinic, right? At least, like I told you, the inside is nice. The outside is horrible, but the inside looks good. So if somebody sees the name Houston Regenumed, we have frosted, you know, it's printed on the frosted glass on the windows. It looks fancy. That'll bring them in. When they get there, they'll be shocked that that's the building. But I guess they already paid, so they're going to walk in.
Considering that, like, you know, that you think that this would actually get you to those marks, right? Like, what do you feel like you need to do to actually put yourself in the best situation to scale to those $50,000 a month marks, not be negative every month, and actually be able to put your
Right.
thing?
Yeah. Well, how could I? I mean, I'm going to read your agreement, but the
We can look through that up.
you said that it would, you could put on there that we can do it in payments, like
Yeah.
of
In
3 or 4
terms of the
payments.
payment, right?
Yeah. Okay.
In terms of that, like, what are you guys kind of looking for in terms of a payment plan?
I mean, 3,000 already is more than we can afford for the ad spend, and that's just the ad spend. So if I added another 3,000, that's already 6. It's all coming out of my savings. But for me to get to 15,000 at 3,000 a month, that's 5 months.
Right.
I don't think we could do more than that.
Which is so funny, okay, because I'm going to show this call. I don't know how this call really goes as far as collecting payment and stuff, but this call was taken on January 24th, 2026. At the end of this video, I'll show payment receipts. He paid a lot more than $3,000. So again, this is all a sales thing. When people tell you they don't have money, when people tell you you're broke or that they're broke, question that, you know, reframe that, beat the objection, because generally it's just not true.
Because I had mentioned to Ethan, I think I mentioned to him, what if we do less than 3,000 a month ad spend? He's like, oh, I don't know.
If you want to do less than 3,000 a month ad spend,
Mhm.
we can cut down the guarantee.
So, but the rest of it doesn't go down. The rest of the price doesn't go down. It's still 15,000. So I guess, I mean, I feel like, well, the part of the hard part might also be that what if we do get busy?
Well, isn't that why
Well,
you're in
no,
business?
no. The hard part. What if I do get busy? The nurse practitioner, she had to find something else to do with the other day that we cut off of her schedule. You know what I mean?
Help you
Because we
find
couldn't
another
afford but one
practitioner.
day. She only comes one day a week. But if
We can
she,
help you find another one.
okay,
Yeah, we can always get you guys access to another practitioner and hire somebody for you on your behalf. We have all the
okay.
agreements and everything necessary to help you do that.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we have a good agreement. The only thing is going through, Indeed or ZipRecruiter, these ad companies. I mean, employment. Okay, yeah, I guess the worst case would be that would be a good problem. We have too many people for her to see in one day.
Hey, there's
So
no such thing as no problems. There's only good problems and bad problems.
exactly. Yeah, like you're saying. So yeah, so for me right now, I mean, and so Wednesday, I say we'll have a definite response. I just promised my wife we're going to give that other person a listen.
In
Uh,
terms of like what you guys would actually be looking for on that call, what is it you would kind of be comparing that you think?
Objection after objection after objection. You guys hear it right now. Look at him. Oh, we have a call next Wednesday. We're gonna have to give you an answer then. Just, I'm telling you, this is how prospects can be.
I'm sold. I'm sold. Even at 2,000 a month, I think it's more than the other people, but I think y'all have more. And if you do the sales and the follow up and I don't know which option of these two I'm gonna do, but 10% doesn't sound so much.
You can always
Worst
start with
case,
option two and bring option one in after.
option one later. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So the worst that can happen is the person says, no, I'd rather just go in person and see it. Okay.
and you still have money off the deposit.
Right. Exactly.
Do
And
the
they're still coming
consultation.
in.
Yeah.
And they still come in. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well, then it's worth trying the closer. Sure.
All right.
I'm
So
thinking, yeah,
what
one
to do?
is less headache for me when they come in. Yeah,
Yeah.
until
So
like you say, until I feel very, very confident about closing things myself.
and then
But
we'll teach you with that regardless. Yeah. So
okay,
for you,
so
what do you want to do?
I want to call you Wednesday,
Call
just
me
because I
Wednesday.
promised my wife that we would do that other call on Tuesday,
Right. So
and
speaking of your wife, right? Like
yes,
when you found your wife, right? Like, you married her, you've been with her for, 10, 20, 30 years. You're with
mm,
your wife. Do you go out and look for other women now?
yes.
You go out and look for other women? Oh, no, you
Where
love
are
your
you going?
wife, right?
You're funny.
You love your wife,
No,
right?
okay. No. I just told her that we would listen to that other one.
Okay, so you guys kind of heard the analogy right there. That's the end of the recording from what I got from Jacob directly. This ended up, I think, going another like 10 to 15 minutes and being a close. Apparently, it was like a super easy close after that. I'll throw up screenshots right now on the screen of the payment. So, what we do, and this is kind of a tip I'll give to you guys. We got $5,000 up front through Fanbasis, which is the processor, and then I told Jacob to collect $10,000 over a financing platform. So we use financing when needed. Financing is kind of a cheat code. A lot of agencies don't talk about it, but all the big agencies that work with a bunch of clients, kind of how I do, financing is a big thing in there because, like he said here, like, hey, I might need to split this payment up or whatever. Like, that's what Jacob the whole time was like, no worries, we can do that if possible. And of course, there's a pretty big fee with financing. I think there's like a 10% fee, 10-15% fee, just to the company that actually does the financing. But long story short, this call ended up being a close pretty quickly after, and so on, so it was a 15K deal closed. And yeah, this client's been onboarding. This was, like I was saying, it was on January 24th. So again, I probably threw up a screenshot, but he paid $5,000 January 24th, and then he paid the other $10,000, I believe, over financing the next week with my client success manager on the onboarding call. Or it was maybe a couple days after, I forget, but it'll all be in the screenshots above. But hopefully you guys found this kind of insightful. I tried to talk as much as possible and then also like reserve, because there's a lot I could say. There's a lot of comments. There's a lot of things Jacob did really well. I don't even think Jacob did too much wrong on this call. I'm sure if I was a complete sales geek and I just understood sales at a much higher level, I could probably give a bunch of pointers. But really, this is how it works. Like this, you guys would think there's some crazy magic to close, these super high expensive deals. It's not the case at all. It's just, it's repetition. Obviously, Jacob has taken a ton of calls for my team. He's a killer. He's really, really good. And that's kind of what a deal looks like. So, yeah, guys, hopefully this being said, hopefully you found value out of this call. And if you guys want to see more sales recordings, if you guys want to see recordings that go bad and that don't close and some that do close, like, just let me know, because I'm always free. So let me know in the comments below in this video, because I'm a pretty open book, and I want to keep showing these sales calls. I think this is something that a lot of people don't show on YouTube, especially for these high amounts. Okay, as this was literally as I'm filming this just a couple weeks ago. So yeah, guys, hopefully this made sense. Hopefully you guys found value out of this video. Comment that below, and like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and go check out other videos as well, because I have a bunch of value and much longer in-depth videos. If you've gotten this far, I'm sure you already know that. But yeah, guys, love you. I'll see you guys later. Peace.